Welcome to the all-new Sports Visions on Bounce TV and to our worldwide web viewers on www.sportsvisionsusa.com. Hello, everybody. I'm DJ Jones alongside my good friend and traveling partner, Dale Williams. How are you, sir?
What's up, player?
Hey, man, you ready to make this transition? Because you see we're in this beautiful facility here, the basketball court of Columbus State University. And you know what? Football's gone, right. Basketball is in.
That's right, basketball is in. You know, we got NBA All-Star Weekend, and really, we were right here, Lumpkin Center. Great facility, man.
Can't wait to introduce you to a young lady. She's the coach of the Lady Cougars here at Columbus State, and they're on fire. Her name is Anita Howard. Have an opportunity to sit down with her as well as the head coach, Robert Moore.
Hey, it's going to be a big-time season. March Madness is coming, DJ. Everything is going on in basketball, but I'm really excited about the NBA All-Star Weekend.
All right, all that and more coming up next on Sports Visions.
It's time to save during the Nissan Year of the Truck and SUV event at Headquarter Nissan. Now, save $4,500 on new Rogue. Save $10,000 on all remaining 2016 Nissan Titan XDs. And get America's best truck warranty. Take on any job with Nissan trucks and SUVs from Headquarter Nissan.
Yes, Columbus is a Nissan town. Now it's going to be a Titan town. $10,000 off 2016 Titans.
Welcome back to Sports Vision, Dale. I tell you, again, obviously we hated to see football go, but, basketball is here, and then, we're at the halfway point of the NBA season. The All-Star game is upon us. Everybody's down in New Orleans, and it's not so bad.
It's not so bad, DJ. We can fast from football for a minute because really it's year-round, from the draft to the, to really the combines. I mean, it's still going to be some football, and then you throw in spring game. Hey, but we're ready for basketball too, player.
Yes, we are. And I know when you're talking about the NBA, let's just talk a little bit about the Hawks, because the Hawks has the lone member, of course, when you talk about sending people to the All-Star game. Got the one guy, we call him the anchor.
That's right.
And we're talking about Paul Millsaps. He's had a tremendous season. And, Dale, I hope we can keep him. I know he's going to be a free agent at the end of this season. But, Paul Millsaps has been what they nicknamed him, the anchor of the Atlanta Hawks.
He has been the anchor a couple of years, DJ, playing all over, the very good player, all-around good player of defense, offense, rebounds, assists, whatever it's called to do. He has been that guy for 2 years, and really, you're looking at the Hawks as being something. So I'm really happy that they had this guy, because without him, DJ, they'll be hurting.
Yes, indeed. But, when you talk about the best players on the planet, and again, we're talking, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, you're talking Stephon Curry, and, it just goes on and on. Russell Westbrook. Man, all these guys are going to be down in one facility, in one venue, just entertaining I guess the royalty of the NBA, because it's not, I guess a common guy can't get a ticket these days.
A common guy can't afford a ticket these days, but really one of the best weekends in sports when you go to the NBA All-Star Weekend. It's going to be live in New Orleans, and this is New Orleans' third time hosting the event. They really like going down to New Orleans for some reason, DJ. But at the same time, man, really the new players I'm looking forward to see. My boy Anthony Davis, he is playing on his home court. That's going to be big, but really just on the, all these new guys coming around, getting their chance and getting their opportunity to shine. That's what I look forward to mostly.
Some of the storylines that you got to think about going into the All-Star Weekend. Again, I know everybody was talking about the big grudge or the rival between Durant and Westbrook, and those guys going to actually be on the same team, and just a lot of things happening in and around the NBA. Of course, my good friend Charles Oakley, he's pretty much had the media's attention for the last week with regards to the owner, Dolan, and the incident that they had in Madison Square Garden. But let me just go on the record, because I have been getting a few calls. Again, the folks that know that Charles Oakley is a very good friend of mine. We've been knowing each other over 20 years, and for some reason Dolan just wanted to create or make an image as if Oakley was this monster. Now, I'm not saying that what happened in Madison Square Gardens is something that I condone. Certainly, that could have been handled better. But I do know Charles as a guy who has a big heart, and this guy took me in. I went to work for a company in New York City. We became friends through a mutual friend, Drew Hill. And we ended up hanging out, man. Oak used to have me behind the Knicks bench. Of course, that's during the heydays of the Patrick Ewing and the Allen Houston and the James Starks. That was the kind of guy he was. I'm sitting behind the bench where people pay literally $3,000-$4,000 a game to sit there, but he had me there comped. But again, that's just Oak, and like I said, character-wise, he's one of the finest people that I know.
Well, DJ, I had the opportunity to meet Oak, at Dominique Wilkins. His inaugural the statue events. But at the same time, he's a good guy. But I'm glad that they squashed it. They cleaned it up. They apologized. Dolan and Oakley apologized. Could have handled it a whole lot better. Both of them said that. But really, to see the NBA commissioner get involved, DJ, and say, hey, we can't have that. Oakley is a monument in New York. Everybody knows that Oak is always known as an enforcer, whether on the court or off the court. But I think really it's great that the NBA commissioner stepped in to squash this thing, because really they know the importance of those former players.
Absolutely, and I know as we talk about that particular incident, but we know that this is the NBA All-Star time. But Dale, this is a perfect opportunity for us to talk about what the Hawks need to do to get themselves back to playing the way they need to do to make the playoffs. And I know that Washington is the hottest team in the NBA right now, and they just happen to be out front in that Southeast Division. Right. And of course, that's just that nemesis for the Hawks right now.
But yeah, I think the Hawks are five games back of Washington. Washington is playing, probably is one of the hottest teams in the NBA. They're back right now. But I really think what they need to do, DJ, they got to find a player with some spark. They've always had a player that have kind of sparked them. Dwight Howard, he might be the guy to spark them right now. But right now, they need someone to push the momentum and get up and down the court, continue to play good defense. They need a spark, though. I don't know whether it's going to be Bazemore. I don't know if it's going to be Dennis Schroeder. I don't know. But somebody's got to step up and turn up a little bit before the Hawks can get just get that momentum going into the playoffs.
And, the other part of that, we just talked, we understood we obviously had to get on a level where we could compete with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now we have to get on a level where we got to compete against John Wall and those Washington Wizards, because Wall has elevated his game. So certainly, we got to get out of our division before we even thinking about trying to play for a conference final.
Really the conference has gotten a little bit better in the Eastern, and I'm speaking of the Eastern Conference. Everybody knows about the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then you got Boston playing better than the Hawks. You got the Washington Wizards playing better than the Hawks. So really, they're like a fourth-tier guy. They're going to be in. They're going to be in the top 8, no question about that. But you got some other younger, faster, exciting teams that are playing a whole lot better than the Hawks.
All right, we'll take a short break. This is Sports Visions.
I'm back, swimming at the gym every week. Last month, I started playing tennis again. And 4 months ago, I went hiking for the first time. I struggled with knee pain for years. Just walking upstairs was difficult. But the St. Francis Orthopedic Institute was there, from surgery through physical therapy, helping me get back to doing the things I love. Thanks, St. Francis. I'm back in motion again.
Hi, I'm Grace Carswell. I almost lost my life in a car accident due to someone else's negligence. Forrest B. Johnson & Associates held the insurance companies accountable and worked tirelessly on my behalf to make sure I got the compensation I deserve. You can trust Forrest B. Johnson & Associates. Results you can bank on.
Call Forrest B. Johnson & Associates right now. 706-223-5380.
Welcome back to Sports Visions. Joining me right now is a young man that I've been knowing for quite some time, and I'm so proud of him. He's just gone through the roof with his coaching career, and he's currently the head coach of the Columbus State Cougars. And Coach, welcome to the show.
Thank you, DJ.
Robert Moore. Man, it seems like just yesterday, and we were just talking before we started taping this. You've been in town 18 years, 19 years.
Oh yeah, it's been a long time. I started off as assistant coach for Herbert Green from '94 to 2000. Then I left and took a junior college job at Abraham Baldwin Junior College. And then I stayed down in Tifton for 2 more years and coached Tift County High School. And then I moved back in 2005, took Brookstone for 5 years. And then I've been here. This is my 7th year as the head coach at Columbus State.
I remember each and every one of those years because we followed your career early on. Of course, you worked for the guy who actually built this Lumpkin Center. Herbert Green is a legend. And again, you're not letting folks down, man, because you got this team playing basketball at the highest level.
Oh, yeah, DJ, it's a young team, but they come in with a lot of pride and heart, and we just tell them to keep fighting to the end. We didn't expect to be in the running for the playoffs this late in the season with such a young team, but I just been proud of my guys. Only lost 1 game at home all season, had won 15 in a row here at home. We got to win these last 2 to get in the playoffs, and I think these guys will be ready for that.
Coach, I watched your last few games, man. It seemed like you're having just as much fun now than when you first started.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I really enjoyed DJ. Going out and competing every day. And, you know, when I first took this job, people were saying Columbus State basketball was down. And I wanted the championship to go through Columbus. And we won the regular season championship last year. We came in second the year before. This is our 3rd year in the running where we got a chance of winning 20 games. So the success has been good, and it's recruiting better athletes. We've sent 6 guys overseas in the last 2 years. So the talent level has picked up. And we're just enjoying the ride and just telling these guys, do what you're supposed to do in the classroom. Make sure you keep competing on the basketball court, and good things going to happen to you.
That's what you tell the kids. Now, I know that you've done a phenomenal job the 6, 7 years you've been here. What do you tell the parents when you're going into those living rooms?
The parents is Columbus State is so easy to sell, DJ. We got great administration here. Our facilities is top of the line, better than some Division I facilities. And we just tell the parents that when your kid come here, we're going to take care of them. Make sure they get everything they need, from food to nice apartments to everything. And most parents just want to know their kid in a safe environment and with a coach that's going to show them some love on and off the court.
Coach, you've advanced, and I've seen you go from being an assistant coach to a junior college coach to being a head high school coach. You know what? You're set up right now. Again, I know that obviously you love Columbus State and everybody loves you in the community and the great job that you're doing here. But obviously there are going to be some people come knocking if they hadn't already come.
Oh, yeah. I had a couple of job opportunities last year. I felt like that things didn't work out. I just went in the right time. But, you know, this is my dream job. I love Columbus State University. But if there's some other opportunities out there, you always got to look. Because, DJ, my goal as a young kid and my dream was to coach in the NBA. And, you know, we only know one guy has done that. It's Sam Mitchell that's from Columbus. So I talk to him a lot as a mentor, and he tells me things that you need to do. But I'm just looking for any opportunity. But if that don't knock, not a bad place to be in Columbus, Georgia.
I tell you what, Coach, again, congratulations on a fantastic season. I know you didn't get quite where you wanted to be, but before you go, I want you to tell those parents and those young men out there that aspire to play college basketball some of the basic things that they need to get done early on so that it will help them. Because I've seen many, many young men, football players, baseball players, basketball players, fall by the wayside. They don't go through clearinghouse, or they don't take their tests. They don't do – Coach, what's most important for these young people?
The most important thing, DJ, is academics. Those guys got to understand once they get in the 9th grade, everything counts. We have so many guys in Columbus that waits to the 11th or 12th grade before they start taking their academics seriously. So it starts in the 9th grade. Make sure you stay on track as far as your English, math, all the courses that you need. And the main thing is to take that SAT, ACT early. A lot of guys wait to the end of the year to take that test. You got to take it early so you can take it 2 or 3 times if you have to. So those are the main 2 things. Stay on track as far as graduation. Get your core courses and make sure you take that test as many times as you need to. And I think that you'll put yourself in a good situation.
Coach, I know you got a few more games left. You got the tournament coming up. Give us the rundown.
All right, we off this week as far as playing, but we play Saturday at North Georgia, which is a big game for us. And then we come back home against my former assistant, Ben Hicks, at Georgia Southwestern. They come here for senior night on next Wednesday, and then the tournament starts that Saturday. So come out and support the Cougars. Our women's team is number 5 in the nation right now. Our guys are in the running for a playoff spot. So it's some good basketball to see right here in Columbus, Georgia at the Lumpkin Center.
Come check out the Cougars right here in the beautiful Lumpkin Center. We'll be right back after this.
Hey, Steve, check out this guy's leg.
Yeah, looks like a real nasty moving back in with his parents.
What? No, I just broke my leg.
No, this is a full-blown move into the basement. You're going to be out of work. Without that money from Aflac, you might miss your rent.
Oh, I just moved out.
Bummer, man. Hey, I used to have my own place.
Yeah?
Nah, I live with my mom. But it's cool.
Health can change, but the life you love doesn't have to. Keep your lifestyle healthy with
Aflac.
Live in the spotlight with Sports Life Entertainment. Enjoy our 25-passenger luxury party buses or corporate coaches. For more information, contact us at 770-989-1340. And remember, it's all about that sports life.
Today, my dad walked me down the aisle. It seems like yesterday when he taught me how to drive. And just a few years later, he took me to college. But I remember the day my dad had a heart attack. And that almost changed everything. He needed open heart surgery. Lucky for us, we had the amazing doctors at the St. Francis Heart Hospital on our side. Because of their excellent care, he's here with me today. Thank you, St. Francis.
Why do we have Aflac?
Aflac.
And Major Medical?
Major Medical, boy, yeah!
I help pay the doctor. Ain't that enough for you?
There are things Major Medical doesn't do.
Aflac.
Pays cash so we don't have to fret.
Something families should get.
Like a safety net.
Even helps pay deductibles to cover your back with.
Learn about one-day pay at aflac.com/wrap.
Welcome back to Sports Visions. Joining me right now is the buzz of Columbus, the buzz of the state, the buzz of the Peach Belt Athletic Conference. Head coach of the Columbus State Lady Cougars, Anita Howard. Welcome to Sports Visions.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Well, young lady, you've only been in town for a short time, but you've managed to just set the world on fire. Ranked number 5 in the country right now, 22 wins, and it didn't take long. This program has always been in good hands, but a couple of years ago, I think you came on the scene, and my first question is, new coaches often worry about changing the culture and getting kids to buy in. What was the most important part for you?
Well, ironically, I'm used to programs, taking them from the bottom to the top. But like you said, Columbus women's basketball had already been pretty much at the top in the Peach Belt, and so I was tasked with taking them further. Trying to win a region championship, trying to win a national championship. And so usually you try to change the mindset, but they already had that mentality of wanting to win a championship. So I just tried to broaden that horizon and have them thinking on a national scale.
Coach, in this new wave of millennial players, you're not too far removed from it. Why don't you let everybody know where you played and where you grew up and all that good stuff?
Well, I'm a military brat, so we moved around quite a lot. Georgia girl, though. I played high school basketball right in Savannah, Georgia at Beach High School, where I was actually the Georgia High School Player of the Year coming out.
I know Beach.
Yeah, I played for the legendary Ronald Booker, who's actually an assistant coach at Savannah State now.
Right.
From there, I went to Fort Valley State and was a 3-time champion there, and I also played volleyball there. And then I finished my college career at Armstrong, right in the Peach Belt, where we also won a Peach Belt championship.
All right. Now, again, when did this coaching bug hit you?
I think the coaching bug hit me while I was still playing. Being a point guard on the court, you're kind of the coach on the floor, and so you want to make sure that, you're able to lead your team as a player. And so it was inside of me. We did summer camp one year at Armstrong, and I just realized that I love, directing girls, developing girls. And so I started out high school coaching and also AAU coaching, and I kind of just took it from there.
Let's fast forward to this great team, this fantastic team that you're coaching right now. 2 awesome seniors in Brittany Tatum and Ashley Azuzu, and I know that there's with those 2 young ladies right there, that's a lot of leadership.
Absolutely. We have a phenomenal senior class. We do have 6 seniors, and those are 2 of our senior captains, also with Kiara Gillespie, who we brought in. But Ashley and Britt, they're 4-year players here at Columbus. They just both scored their 1,000th point the other night. And so they are, a coach's dream as far as their leadership and their dedication to basketball. Now,
I was at that game, and I saw them score over their 1,000 point, but I also saw you get your 100th victory.
Yeah, that was a surreal evening. There was a lot of it was a momentous occasion. It was breast cancer awareness night. We played Clayton State, who's also a rival of ours, and then we scored 100 on a strong Clayton program on my 100th win, with them scoring 1,000 points, both of them, kind of in succession of one another. And so we didn't know if both of them was going to get it that night, but for them to both get it here at Lumpkin, where it all started for them, was phenomenal. And for me, that my 100th win, being able to be the coach, it was a great feeling all around.
There's a lot of young kids and a lot of coaches and a lot of parents watching this show, and I want you to tell them, give them a little bit of inspiration as far as some of the coaches, some of the players, some of the parents. When a young lady comes to play for you, when you go knocking on that kid's door or the parent's door, what are some of the things that you are asking for? What are you looking for?
First, I love character kids. So, to be a champion, you got to have a certain mindset. So you can't have people who just kind of want the entitlement part of it. You got to have people who want to work hard, who's passionate about the game of basketball, and who also can get it done in the classroom. Because Columbus State is a phenomenal university, and the academics here, you got to get your stuff done off the court as well. And so, you got to have good character. You got to be dedicated to the program on and off the court, and you got to just want to win. I want those individuals who have a competitively great mind on and off the court. So I don't want any of my student athletes to be outworked.
in my 35 years or so in sports, you know, the coach is great, but you also have to have a great administration and a great leader, whether that's your AD or your staff. Talk a little bit how important your staff and your administration are to you.
Well, the administration, first of all, Todd Reeser, the athletic director here who hired me, is a phenomenal guy. You know, my staff, I have a phenomenal staff. I have a full-time assistant, Coach Travis, who came with me from Livingstone. And then I also have my husband, Theo Howard, who's a volunteer assistant, along with Andresa Brown. And then we also have a graduate assistant, Lou Detry. And you're only as good as your staff. And so I'm pleased with the staff we have. Everybody knows their job and does their job, and it makes me look good.
Well, Coach, we're proud of you, man, and we're going to be rooting for you. And we want you to bring home, not just the conference trophy, we want you to go after that ring.
Well, I'll claim that.
And ladies and gentlemen, the buzz of the community, head coach of the Columbus State Lady Cougars, Miss Anita Howard.
Dedicado al chofer designado, sigue reinando. Hey, Steve, check out this guy's leg.
Yeah, looks like a real nasty moving back in with his parents.
What? No, I just broke my leg.
No, this is a full-blown move into the basement. You're going to be out of work. Without that money from Aflac, you might miss your rent.
Oh, I just moved out.
Bummer, man. Hey, I used to have my own place.
Yeah?
Nah, I live with my mom. But it's cool.
Health can change, but the life you love doesn't have to. Keep your lifestyle healthy with
Aflac.
Live in the spotlight with Sports Life Entertainment. Enjoy our 25-passenger luxury party buses or corporate coaches. For more information, contact us at 770-989-1340. And remember, it's all about that sports life.
And welcome back to today's final segment of Sports Vision. Dale, I tell you what a pleasure it was to have Coach Robert Moore and, of course, Coach Anita Howard, both from Columbus State University. They deserve everything that's coming to them, and I know that the community is buzzing right now because of the Lady Cougars. And you know, Robert has been quite a name in the community for quite some time. And you know, I think it's only. It's the right thing to do to have them on this show to expose them, because there's a lot of folks that really don't follow the Cougars basketball program.
Really, they really don't. They follow the baseball a little bit more than they do the basketball. But 2-3 years in a row, Columbus State boys and men and women team have been really the Peach Belt Conference champions or runner-up, and they have the Peach Belt Conference championship at the Lumpkin Center. So I think really exposing the Lumpkin Center, exposing Columbus State, and really this campus is great. They're only missing one thing, DJ.
Yeah, and you know what we know. You know what we know.
You know what we know. They only missing one thing, and this place is will turn up tremendously.
You know what? Before we get out of here, definitely want to commend all of the local teams that made it to the first round of the state tournament. I know that we just had a handful of teams. I know Shaw boys and girls team made it, of course. You talk about Carver's boys and girls team as well, and Columbus High Lady Blue Devils. Congratulations to all of you, and hopefully somebody can bring back a state championship.
Somebody need to bring back a state championship. You know, they have 4 teams to go, girls and boys going, in coming out of Muskogee County. That is big in itself, but at the same time, DJ, hopefully somebody will surprise some people, because really they're either 1s or 2s at seeds in those brackets that they're playing in. So maybe we'll have a surprise come out the bunch, man.
Absolutely. And again, the Glenwood Gators, both boys and girls, state champions, baby. We love you. We appreciate you. Well, that's going to do it for all this time we have for today's show. For Dale Williams, I'm DJ Jones, reminding you to keep your eye on the ball. Have a great week.
Matthew 6:33, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you.
It's time to save during the Nissan Year of the Truck and SUV event at Headquarter Nissan. Now, save $4,500 on new Rogue. Save $10,000 on all remaining 2016 Nissan Titan XDs. And get America's best truck warranty. Take on any job with Nissan trucks and SUVs from Headquarter Nissan.
Yes, Columbus is a Nissan town. Now it's going to be a Titan town. $10,000 off 2016 Titans.
I'm back, swimming at the gym every week. Last month, I started playing tennis again. And 4 months ago, I went hiking for the first time. I struggled with knee pain for years. Just walking upstairs was difficult. But the St. Francis Orthopedic Institute was there, from surgery through physical therapy, helping me get back to doing the things I love. Thanks, St. Francis. I'm back in motion again.
You're invited to St. Francis's Heart Fair, Saturday, February 25th, 2017, 8 a.m. until noon. St. Francis Hospital Butler Pavilion is located at 2300 Manchester Expressway, Columbus, Georgia 31904. Activities include free health screenings including blood pressure, blood cholesterol, lipid profile, blood glucose, body mass index, free risk assessment tests for anxiety, depression, diabetes, heart disease, sleep disorders, stroke, and vascular disease. Many seminars will be featuring a Q&A with healthcare professionals. Qualify to win door prizes by attending seminars and screenings and visiting educational exhibits. Space is limited and registration is required. To register, call 706-320-8060 or visit mystfrancis.com/OneHeartBeSmart.
Hi, I'm Grace Carswell. I almost lost my life in a car accident due to someone else's negligence. Forrest V. Johnson and Associates held the insurance companies accountable and worked tirelessly on my behalf to make sure I got the compensation I deserved. You can trust Forrest V. Johnson and Associates. Results you can bank on.
Call Forrest B. Johnson and Associates right now.
706-223-5380.